Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Jordan with Yoniswell Surf Collective, and today I am talking about this week's energy report. And first things first, to get a few housekeeping things out of the way, I have a Cancer birthday special happening right now where you get welcome to Windy Central right now. A Cancer birthday special where you get an astrology reading for $75. It's 90 minutes, and we go over your astrology chart, and then we go over your solar return chart so that you have a heads up about this year and what is in store for you. So if you are interested in that, just go to the description box below. There will be information on how to contact me. And if you have any questions, otherwise, please reach out. In this space, my intention is to connect with those who I'm not able to be face-to-face with, but I get to be face-to-face with on some level when you come see me. And so I'm here to provide information that will resonate, that hopefully helps you in your life and perhaps can really help you navigate through any situation that you might be facing at this time. And just for those who are new, Yoniswell Surf Collective is a space for healing and empowering the soul through the somatic movement of surfing, connecting to our intuition, returning to our nature, and really allowing ourselves to immerse in these different modalities that help us get to know ourselves, to self-improve, and to create an avenue that really allows us to manifest the life we desire and to really be in balance with who you naturally are. So, without further ado, I'm going to get started. And this is a week where if you have felt stuck, stagnant, and like you've been up against a wall, this is a week where clarity will come through like a lightning bolt. And there could be multiple downloads, information that comes through like a lightning bolt, but also that brings the pieces together to where things are cohesive and they're actually resonating and making sense from the heart space. This is a week where we are stepping into our authenticity through a purification process. And so in this purification process, we are going through the process of confronting our relationship to ourselves on a deeper level, on a potent level. And there is a lot of room for self-improvement, healing, and empowerment that allows you to step into what feels natural for you, but like on a rocket ship. And so this week, for example, on July 4th, we have the planet Venus meeting up with Uranus in Taurus, This Venus is ruling that Uranus, and they meet up at 29 degrees of Taurus. Now keep in mind, Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, and Aquarius is about decentralization. It's about liberation from previous conditioning, and it is about healing, rebellion, but also being able to objectify and look at one's journey and path and trauma and objectively look at it in a detached way as a way to self-improve, to create peace within, and to move forward on a path that has a lot of wisdom. And so Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018 and has been completely transforming our relationship to ourselves, which then reflects our relationship to money and eventually reflects our relationship to others. Anything that we have an attachment to and give meaning to, Uranus has been coming through and decentralizing it as a way to liberate us on a path that is more in alignment with who we naturally are. And Venus is the ruler of Taurus. It really is about your inner relationship to yourself. It is about your inner voice. It is your intuition. Venus rules the heart chakra. And Venus is a divine feminine energy where you are receiving and allowing and trusting with discernment. And so right now, Venus is balsamic to Uranus. And what that means is we are closing out the previous versions of ourselves and the previous ways we would relate to ourselves, the old versions of self-value, self-love, and our value system, all the previous versions. And so you might be experiencing different familiar relationship patterns with yourself. What's the narrative going on within? Is it from an old version of yourself? And there may be previous relationship dynamics that are returning as a way to culminate, as a way to confront and say, that is no longer who I am. And this has a lot to do with previous money patterns, right? Previous ways that would reflect your own self-value unconsciously. And so these two planets are going to meet up on July 4th at 29 degrees, and Venus is going to move ahead of Uranus. And she will then move into Gemini. She will trine Pluto in Aquarius. Keep in mind, Uranus is the ruler of that Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto represents your soul. It represents your own empowerment and truth of who you naturally are. And so we're going to experience what may feel like an electrical surge of like cutting the cord. Like the old circuit is completely done. The power is out on that old version of yourself. And there is a renewed, brand new surge, circuit, electrical charge that is emanating from your soul, and you will feel this in your nervous system. But it is also a part of the chapters that we're experiencing into the tangible new beginnings. And so Venus will then trine that Pluto, and there will be an opening, a supportive, auspicious, energetic pulse that allows you to embody who you naturally are in your value system in a way that perhaps feels like you're loving yourself for the first time in this renewed form. And then Uranus will follow Venus and enter the sign of Gemini on July 7th. And this is when we're going to witness and experience a rapid increase in advancement in technology. We're already witnessing it, but this is when the information becomes very, very clear, and new ideas, new downloads, a lot of creativity, inspiration. And this is what we're leading into. And that Uranus will also trine that Pluto. That Pluto is sextiling Saturn and Neptune in Aries. What does that even mean? It means that a cutting edge form of clarity is coming through. And whatever felt stuck and stagnant will feel as if you're being liberated, and the clarity is coming through so clear that you're able to take forward action. But this is also on a soul level, a moment of liberation that perhaps some of us have been waiting for our entire lives. So whatever the new dream is that you are trying to give structure to, this energy will support that. And if you have any doubt, just take one step at a time towards this new structure that you are trying to self-actualize, while it feels like there are parts of you in the old world. And so that said, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So Mercury will be ruling that Venus, that Uranus. Mercury is the ruler of the South Node in Virgo, where Mars is right now. Mercury is very important right now. It's very significant. And Mercury is the gatherer of information. It is the planet of duality. Gemini is the sign of duality. It's the sign and planet of choices. So we're going to now have these new options and new choices, as long as we are operating from our authentic self. Mercury in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. Well, the sun is in Cancer with Jupiter. So we are expanding upon what resonates as authenticity from our own inner emotional reality, where we are striving for our own inner emotional security, which correlates to our self-value, our self-love, Venus. It correlates to, are you operating from the heart, listening to your inner voice? That's also Cancer. It's also Leo. Leo is about authenticity and validation. And this energy is showing us and confronting us with ways in which to self-improve that feel true to who we naturally are and to what is in our hearts. The planet Neptune in Aries will go retrograde on July 5th. And eventually Neptune and Saturn will move back into Pisces and then return back into Aries in February 2026. This Neptune going retrograde is really important because there may be clarity on the potential for the new dream that we are building structure towards. Yet at the same time, not all of the story is clear. Not all of the story is being revealed to us. Neptune. This Neptune going retrograde will give you the chance and the opportunity to allow that clarity to come from within, so that you can close out the chapters that are culminating, the old patterns that are culminating, the old relationships that you're not moving forward with, so that they can culminate and be complete, so that when it's time for Neptune and Saturn to move into Aries next year, February 20th of 2026, it's go time. At a rapid pace. And this week we are going to experience a bit of what that rapid pace is going to feel like. So, this is a week of acceleration, trusting your gut, your intuition, tapping into your chakra system, into your body, and really identifying where the sensations are coming from, where you're feeling the dominant energy, because this is when we are going to really buckle down and learn and apply how to regulate our nervous system. Because when Uranus goes into Gemini, with that Pluto and Aquarius ruled by that Uranus, the nervous system is Uranus. It is also Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini, and then Mercury is ruling the South Node in Virgo. Mars, our desires, is approaching that South Node. So there is this dance, this acceleration of letting go, self-improving, and then pressing your foot is pressing on the gas, because the clarity is coming in left and right. So this is where we get to really honor our relationship with our intuition, and to go within and to listen and to follow the guidance that's coming from our intuition, and write down those ideas, because as we discern which ideas are coming from that intuitive place, they are meant to be created and manifested later on. It is beginning to rain right now, so if you resonate with this video, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with your friends. Remember that it's safe to go within, and return to your nature, return to that presence, that universal source of the cosmos. Co-create, unite with that energy. Bring yourself back to center, and you will find your way. Yoniswell is a community for people wanting to connect to their divine feminine energy, regardless of sex. It's for those wanting to decondition, return to their nature, connect to your intuition, and come surf with us. So also check out our offerings. We have retreat experiences in El Salvador. Either way, come see me. I would love to meet some of you in person, on Zoom. Feel free to comment below if you like this video and how this energy feels for you. I'm sending you oceans of love. I celebrate this week with you.